Welcome to the monthly meditation. This is Deborah and David Shea, and we are so glad that you are here with us today. We would like to begin by going inward, closing your eyes, and let go of all the worries and all of the worldly concerns. Just let all of those go away and take a moment to connect with your inner divine being and set your intentions as to what you would like to receive during this meditation. And when you are ready, bring yourself back to the outer world, centered and grounded, connected with your inner being, and ready to receive what is for your highest good.
Again, welcome. The title of this meditation is Expanding Our Awareness. Now, the introduction portion goes into a bit of detail of background information of what will be silently happening behind the scenes during the meditation itself. Let us begin. When we first start to grow spiritually, one of our first steps in that adventure is to expand our awareness beyond those things of our immediate five senses. As we are silently led by our higher guidance, we gain extended perceptions of our energetic and spiritual nature, a nature that is intertwined with all creation. Most of us can clearly remember how it felt the first time we had our own unique spiritual experience. It was awesome. With each next stage of growth, our being matures and stretches a bit every time we are introduced to a new spiritual concept, meet a new energetic being for the first time, or explore new mystical places and spirit-scapes of beauty and wonder. Our mere presence in an etheric plane, dimension, or realm causes the energetic threads of our being to be enhanced. As a result, the sphere of our being's awareness is expanded outward, refined and heightened. This is especially true when we visit newly discovered higher etheric planes. Equally, the first time we are in the presence of a different kind of being, our spiritual awareness is made to grow in its breadth and the fineness of its perceptions. This can happen when we are introduced to a previously unknown angelic form, a light being who possesses distinctive transformative energies, a magnificent Christ identity, or some other energetic being whose essence extends beyond our ability to fully perceive it. In all cases during that initial contact, our meditative being becomes aware of and open to whatever that new experience, being, or place reveals to us, as well as the energies it exposes us to. In turn, our being will naturally connect with and absorb or download any knowledge and energies associated with that experience. In essence, each time we are exposed to a new spiritual experience, it is like installing an upgrade into our being's operating system. Within each stage of our growth, we reach the point where we are ready to expand the sphere of our being's awareness outward and upward to its next natural step. We can think of this growth as starting from our individual being, flowing outwards in all directions to the many concentric rings of our unrevealed awareness that surrounds us. In other words, we are far more connected and wired to the extended creation than we consciously know. Our being's energetic threads, or wiring, connect us to our earthly family and friends, our community and nation, the planet, and the universe. It expands into the higher spiritual realms, into infinite creation beyond our present knowing. For that reason, as we extend our active awareness outwards through our own being's wiring, we bring into our awareness new forms of esoteric knowledge, enhanced intuitive abilities, and new methods of perception. All of these previously unknown abilities and knowledge were already part of our wiring. We just weren't actively aware of them. So, as our awareness expands, these dormant abilities are just waiting for us to discover them. It's like visiting an enchanting new country for the first time. It's always been there, we just didn't know about it. Additionally, we grow spiritually in many different ways at the same time as our awareness expands. Because our being's perceptual abilities are far greater than we consciously comprehend, we can continue to develop and mature even as we are unaware of that growth. Each new spiritual exposure expands our awareness, activates dormant energetic threads or wiring of our being, and extends and enhances the awareness of our being's threads that we are already using. As mentioned earlier, this sphere of our awareness surrounds us in all directions as it extends outwards into creation. As a result, as this sphere of awareness expands in one direction, it often causes it to expand in all directions, especially over time. Therefore, one of the simplest ways for us to develop our being's extended sphere of awareness is to go higher upwards into the etheric realm to see, experience, and absorb what waits for us there. As we do, our being's awareness can simultaneously expand in other ways that we consciously know nothing about. As we voluntarily take this step to increase our awareness, it helps us to grow more efficiently. We do not have to wait for the universe and higher guidance to use circumstances to move us forward on our spiritual trek. We can engage with the growth that we are all ready for now. We call this spiritual quickening. This approach also has the benefit of allowing our lives to flow much more smoothly, so that we are not waiting for those things to build up before we address them. During this meditation, you will be going to your special place of beauty, where you will spend some time enjoying its fragrance and splendor. From there, you will go to the sacred circle, which acts as a portal where you may see or visit any place in creation. You will step into the circle and be brought into a scene where you will meet a spirit being who heralds from a higher etheric plane or octave. With the help of the spirit being, you will create an elevator that can bring you to very high into the etheric realms or octaves. The spirit being will then bring you to 3 different levels. First, you will visit and explore the highest level or octave that you have ever experienced to this point. You will be given time to investigate this level and ask any questions you may have. The spirit being will then bring you to the next higher level that is a part of the upcoming phase of your life path growth. You will be told some information about what awaits you and given time to explore and ask questions. The third level or octave you will visit is at the upper reaches of your being's active awareness. It is associated with experiences and learning that are further down your path. It may also be part of what awaits you in your next lifetime. You will be given the opportunity to ask questions of your spirit being about this level as well. You will then be given time to further delve into any other level by using the elevator or going there directly. You can also use the time to expand your being's awareness by just absorbing and integrating the energies while dwelling in the silence. Relax as you sit comfortably. Your energy flows more smoothly if your arms and legs are not crossed. The lotus position is just fine. Now close your eyes. Inhale deeply and hold your breath. Then exhale with a sigh. Breathe normally in between deep breaths. Feel your body begin to relax. Any tension just flows away. Inhale deeply again and hold your breath. Then exhale with a sigh. You become aware of the joy, peace, and calm that completely surround you. Tranquility permeates your being. Inhale deeply one more time and hold your breath. Then exhale with a sigh. Feel yourself going deeper as your body begins to tingle. As each muscle relaxes, you are infused with a sense of soothing and permeating calmness. Feel the warmth of blood filling the capillaries and spreading throughout your body. I am going to count backward from 15 to 1 as you go even deeper. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, going deeper and deeper. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, feeling yourself going deeper and deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now extremely relaxed, safe, secure, and comfortable. Your body is floating in a state of complete calm and peace. Imagine yourself in your special place of beauty. You might be wandering through a forest, smelling the scent of the trees, tiptoeing through an enchanted jungle, rambling along a quiet stream, exploring the mountaintops, walking by the ocean and feeling the sand beneath your feet, or sitting quietly in a beautiful meadow, inhaling the sweet aroma of wild flowers. Once more, you become aware of yourself in your special place of beauty. Your attention is drawn to a large sacred circle a short distance from where you are. You go over to see it up close. As you look upon its flawless design, you become aware that it serves as both a holographic viewing area and a portal that you can use to see and visit other places and realms. A fog begins to form in the middle of the circle. Within a few seconds, it is completely filled, leaving you with a wall of mist before you. With complete trust, you step into the center of the fog and find yourself in what vaguely feels like a familiar scene. It is an open place that seems to go upward forever. Look around. Take note of the details of this place. How does it feel? Is there a particular color or colors associated with it? Do you hear anything? Are there any smells? How does it feel energetically? Spend a few moments to notice the many nuances of where you are. As you look around, suddenly there is a brilliant flash of light before you. Your vision slowly adjusts little by little. As it does, you notice that the light takes in the form of a shimmering being, a spirit being that is standing in front of you. The spirit being's radiance begins to dim as its body adjusts to the energy frequency of this plane, of this octave. The spirit being looks into your eyes and introduces itself. Take some time to become acquainted. The being tells you the energies coming upon the earth and those of your soul group have shifted. They have moved upward to the next extent of learning. Your individual growth has also moved you to a higher plateau of your life path. You have already begun the focus and activities of this next phase. The upward extent of your being's awareness has also increased. Because of this, I have come to assist you in exploring the higher reaches of the etheric realm for which you are ready to discover and experience. The being then looks upward and begins to chant a mystical harmony. Suddenly, a wide shaft of brilliant light comes down from above, originating from infinity, only a short distance from where you are standing. The spirit being's chant slowly tapers into silence as it lowers its arms. The shaft of light gradually recedes as the view before you reveals an elevator with a door wide enough and tall enough for the two of you to enter together. From where you are standing, you can see how the elevator appears to go upward well beyond your visual range. The spirit being asks if you wish to explore the higher etheric planes, which the being calls octaves because they resemble musical notes. Recognizing this rare opportunity, you say yes. The two of you then enter the open elevator. Once inside, you can see rows and columns of buttons, along with other lights and indicators. The being briefly explains their purpose and how they take you to the higher etheric octaves. You are told that you will visit 3 separate octaves or planes. The first stop will be at the highest etheric octave you have ever visited while in your earthly body. The being pushes a button and you feel the elevator rising quickly. Higher and higher you go. You can feel the frequency of everything around you rising to keep pace with the elevator's upward movement into the higher etheric levels. The being's presence helps keep your body synchronized with the ever-increasing frequencies as the elevator traverses upwards, higher through the octaves. The elevator begins to slow, then stops. The door opens. You step out and look around. You can feel a peculiar sensation. It comes to your attention that many facets and elements of your being are becoming anchored and connected to this etheric octave. The spirit being explains that it will help you to connect with the energies and environment of each etheric octave and place you go. This allows your being's awareness to expand upward and outward into the threads of your higher being that are also part of each level and location you visit. The being explains how the characteristics of this octave relate to the current and possibly next phase of your learning. Take some time to explore and ask any questions you may have. It is now time to go. The being casually points to the open elevator door as you both enter. Once more, the spirit being presses another button as the elevator door closes. The elevator then begins to go higher once again. As before, you can feel your being synchronizing as the energetic frequency around you rise. You can feel the intensity of the energy increase as you go higher, yet it remains at a comfortable level. You know that you are ready for this experience. The elevator gently comes to a stop. The door opens. Once again, you feel an unusual sensation as your body and being are anchored to this octave and mystical place. This higher octave feels different from the last, almost like a realm of its own. The being explains that you are now at a higher etheric octave than you have ever been before in this lifetime. The spirit being explains how the characteristics of this octave relate to the upcoming phase of your learning, the one you are now entering. Take some time to explore and ask any questions you may have. Once again, it is time to go. The being guides you onto the elevator. One last time, the being presses another button as the elevator door closes. Again, the elevator begins to go higher. As with the last two times, you can feel your body staying synchronized with the rising frequencies. This time, the intensity of the energy is more noticeable, but not too uncomfortable. You both continue to traverse higher through the octaves and increasing frequencies. The elevator slowly comes to a stop, and the door opens. As before, you feel an intriguing sensation as your body and being are anchored to this octave as well. The spirit being explains that you are now at the highest etheric octave your being's current extended awareness will allow. The being explains how the characteristics of this octave relate to future phases of your learning in this lifetime. The spirit being also tells you that they may carry over to the period in between lives and into your next life. Take some time to explore and ask any questions you may have. You may wish to ask how this etheric octave relates to the other two you just visited, and how it connects to your current learning. Take some time to explore. The spirit being looks into your eyes and smiles. You can sense from the being's loving gaze that these explorations have been about far more than what you have been told. You know that whatever the significance, it will be revealed to you when the time is right. The being tells you that you may now use the elevator to explore other etheric octaves, or go there directly yourself. Take some time to investigate the many etheric octaves available to you now. Know that your awareness will naturally expand as your being is anchored to each level and place that you visit. You may also choose an octave that resonates with your intuition and allows your being's awareness to more fully expand as you absorb and integrate the energies there. Now take some time to explore or just enjoy the energies as you absorb them. you become aware of yourself once again at this sacred circle. The spirit being is there with you. Now thank the spirit being and the divine for the guidance and wisdom in your life, and for expanding your awareness while you explore the higher etheric octaves now available to you. The being then conducts a farewell ceremony. When you are ready, project yourself back to the outer world, feeling aligned, centered, and grounded, and fully aware of your increased awareness. You are filled with a sense of peace, love, joy, and harmony. When you are ready, return gently to the outer world. If you are one who likes to journal, take this point to go ahead and press pause. Journal anything that happened that you wish to capture in the moment, and then you can press play again. All right. Before we go out into the world or interact even with someone in our own family who hasn't been in the same place that we have been, it's important that we put ourselves into a protective bubble of light. So as always, imagine a bubble of light around you, the width of your aura, however wide you see that, above your head and beneath your feet, filled with white light, the light of protection, the light of healing, the crystalline Christ body light. Nothing of a discordant nature can touch it. It will either dissolve or bounce off. See it, visualize it, intend it, and it will happen. Wonderful. Now on the outside of that bubble, see a thin layer, however thick it is, of indigo blue. Indigo blue is an added layer of protection, and it is known as a spiritual armor of light. Again, nothing of a discordant nature can touch it, can penetrate it. This bubble and this extra layer on the outside will allow your light to go out, radiate to others, helping them, but dissolve or bounce off any negative or discordant energies that would come your direction. Again, now imagine a shaft of light, the width of your aura, starting at the level of your heart or heart chakra, going down through your feet and anchoring in the center of the earth. Beautiful Mother Earth. This keeps us grounded, allows us to function through our day, being centered, balanced, and functional. Now imagine beautiful Mother Earth energy, Gaia energy, coming up through your feet and coming into the torso of your body and swirling around. This provides a finer level of grounding with Mother Earth, so that if anything, any discordant baggage comes up, emotional baggage, energetic attachments as we call them, they will be pulled into Mother Earth, dissolved and transmuted. It's a beautiful thing. Again, imagine a shaft of light at the width of your aura, however wide that is, starting at the level of your heart, going up through your body, through your head, through the layers of your being, through the center of the universe, and anchoring in the center of creation. See it, sense it, visualize it, intend it, and it will happen. The power of intention alone will make that occur. All right. Now see light originating from the center of creation, coming down through the shaft of light, to the center of the universe, going through the layers of your being, through the crown chakra on your head, going down into your body, mixing with the Mother Earth energies, and then flowing down through your feet and being absorbed gently by Mother Earth. This allows us to be centered, as we call it, or connected to our higher guidance, the etheric realm, our guides, our high self, and the divine, which is our shorthand for any aspect of God, of what we call God, that each of us relates to or connects with. This allows us to be spiritually connected and guided while simultaneously connected and grounded to Mother Earth, so that we can function in doing earthly activities at the same time we are spiritually guided. This is the walk of masters. As we prepare to go back out in the world, we just want to thank our guides, our high self, the angels, the archangels, the countless light beings that have come from afar, the Elohim beings, which are the creative aspect of the divine, the jinn, which is where our name genie comes from. They're illuminated beings. And the countless other beings that don't even have names, that have all come for our highest good. We thank each of them and the divine for all that has happened during this meditation and will continue to happen as we go on with our life. And now Deborah will play a closing musical choir chime. Namaste. Go with the blessings of the divine.